Hello everybody, this is BeetleG. Welcome back to Mini Motorways. So, we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different today, and you might already be able to tell that there's something a little weird. Look at this guy over here. I don't actually remember which way. Uh, so, what happened was I recorded an episode and I realized at the end that I had no mic on. So I figured I'm gonna try and comment over this, and let's see how this little experiment goes. All right, so we're playing Dare es Salam in night mode, which I'm pretty confident there's no difference. I think it's just, do you like light or dark? And I think for that reason we'll be playing in dark mode a lot more. Ugh, all right, we've got one mall sitting here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I hope you can. You might be able to see two mice, in fact. The one in-game and the one that I'm using. I will keep mine off screen for the most part. It's mostly past me talking on the video. So I don't have any audio either. I recorded this a couple days ago, so I don't actually remember exactly what I'm talking about at all times, but I'll make a best effort. All right, so we're getting lucky, getting two red malls, a lot of red houses, stacking them all up. I've actually recently watched some pro tip videos, and I can already see some things that I'm doing wrong. Apparently, these right turns you want to avoid pretty much at all costs. You want these weird the gross roads that I was avoiding. And so it's a good tip. We'll do some good work with that in the future. All right, taking some traffic lights. I don't know why it offered us a bridge. As you can see, very little water. In fact, none that we can see on screen. All right, blue is popping up now. Popping in. We're connecting it all up. Getting ready to cause a ton of traffic. Nice little roundabout. This should keep stuff moving. And we won't need to use a traffic light there. I do think traffic light where I'm putting it would have been a good idea, but I don't think I ended up putting it there. I really don't know how to use traffic lights still, even after watching the tip video. But here we go. We're zooming out. We see a little bit of water on the right-hand side. That's a portent of the future. Yellow's getting connected all willy-nilly. One of the... I guess I'm going to run through the tips that I have read because I've run one off camera using the tips, and I got like 1,500 or something, like triple the score that I've been getting. So... you want to try and avoid having all the different colors mesh. So if possible, you want yellows to just have a straight road to the yellow mall, the blues to the blue mall, the red to the red mall, and as little crossing over as possible. So obviously there's less traffic. Now that isn't exactly how it works in real life, but this is a puzzly game. And if you want a high score, you gotta play the game. All right, we're making some good progress. We just finished another week. Took another roundabout, I believe. You also get so many roads to work with that I mean, you see, I always have like 30 plus. It doesn't really make sense to just hoard those. And especially with how easy it is to delete and reorganize a road, which I still try not to do very often. Oops, right clicking. I can't help myself. I'm just playing with the mouse. You can see I'm playing with the mouse in the game too. It's gonna be a weird video. I don't hate the idea of doing this more often if it's at all interesting, but it was so heartbreaking when I got to the end of the video. It was the second one I had recorded, no audio whatsoever. Ooh, it hurt. It hurt me to the core. All right, so taking a bridge just to hedge for future Yep, here I'm talking about it. Hedging for the future in case something pops up on this little island over here. We already have a traffic light sitting around that we can't really use. I guess we could put a traffic light here. I need to figure out how to use the traffic lights. And I also apparently need to figure out how to make some roads, because that's not working out too well. Now we got a little weird gross lemon going on over here. That's how your neighborhood looks, right? That's all oval like a football. Gotta get hydrated. All right, so we're moving along pretty well. No major problems yet. Everything's going smoothly. This red could cause some issues. Ooh. Really just worried if once something starts popping up over here, that could cause some problems for our hero. Oh, look at that. I embraced the gross road up here. Gotta save all 32 of those roads. Can't be using those up. And this would have been a really good example. These two red houses popping up, we could have just connected straight to this, because there's no reason for this to be connected to the major city at large. And now, of course. And this is also a really interesting tip that I was watching. You actually throw a couple roads down around the entrance so other malls can't pop up close by like this. Now, a lot of these, they seem kind of cheesy. You're not playing the game like you're planning a city. But again, it is a game and you're trying to shoot for a high score. You're not trying to plan the perfect city. And it can be interesting. I'm thinking we can do some videos of both. We shoot for some high scores. We try to make a more appealing looking city. And I'm assuming get a much lower score, but we'll work it out. I'd like to do at least one video for each of the cities in this game. And yeah, it'll be fun to look around. I think I didn't do a ton of mini metro content, but I remember doing at least one for each of the cities before all the DLCs and stuff. I might revisit that to, I think there's been up to like 5 cities added to mini metro that I haven't played yet. And I haven't played those personally either. Ah, there we go. We got our first red across the river. Connected fairly easily. I think that would be a good spot for a traffic light. I think right now I'm removing that. Yep. I really like the roundabout there. The roundabouts are interesting. They feel very strong. The traffic lights, I feel like every time I put them down, they make things worse. The roundabouts actually do what I'd like the traffic lights to do, which is prevent any backup whatsoever. Now, the roundabouts, my biggest problem is they're so big that if I tried to put it, for example, here, if you can see my mouse over near the red buildings, it looks gross, but I think it still works. It's just I don't understand how it would work in real life. But you don't need to. It's a game after all. All right, we got our first purple. They have to cover the entire city to get to work, or the mall. I don't know exactly what these buildings are. People have been calling them malls. I like them being called malls. Or work. Getting a lot of houses now. Not too many new malls have popped up recently. It is pleasant watching the roundabout do its thing, and then you look over here at this traffic light and everything's backed up. Oh, it's rough. All right, this yellow has just increased to a blue. A circle. Circle and blue are pretty much the same in my mind. Well, I was also looking at this blue circle over here. We got the yellow neighborhood over here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so one of the tips with the gross roads, the not 90-degree roads, is that you don't want too many intersections. So trying to see if there's a good example here. Kind of these aren't really intersections. It's you drive along this road and you can go off into each of the houses. So the cars don't need to stop at each intersection when other people need to go different places. For example, here, if these guys come out and these guys come out, they'll have to stop at this intersection. If these guys come out, then there's another intersection there. There's a light. And it slows everything down exponentially. All right. Motorways, the tips I was watching. Motorways, and you know what? Let me see if I can find the tip guy. I should put this into the description. I'll definitely be able to find it after the video. I want to see if I can pull up his name now. And his video, again, I played one single game and tripled my score with just these small tips. And I think he's playing on an early version that didn't even have... It doesn't seem like it has traffic lights and roundabouts. So that's part of the reason why I don't know how to work them. But we've learned some good stuff. We'll put it into practice after this. As you can see, this blue circle is quickly getting overrun. And unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do. In Mini Metro, you were able to like re-divert traffic lines and stuff, but this, you can't. I'm talking about it right now. I'm hitting my mic as well. There's nothing I could do. I can't like make more roads go there. I can't drop a blue car over there. And unfortunately, that's the end. All right, 591, very close to our previous scores. I think pretty much within plus or minus 3 on all 3. And yeah, this this was an interesting experience. I would ideally never like to have to do this again, but I've definitely recorded videos before and forgotten to turn my mic on, and this might be a good way for me to not completely trash that content. I don't know. I'll upload this as a little experiment. Let me know what you thought, and let me know if this is too many people on screen at once. We can always do a no camera commentary, but have a good day. I'll say goodbye with him. Bye.